I'm Kit Rich, your trainer. Welcome to KICHGO. This is cardio legs. You ready? Let's go. For this cardio legs routine, you will need your KICHGO bands with ankle straps, your KICHGO loops, and your KICHGO ball. You determine the resistance, either light, medium, or heavy, or for your bands with the ankle straps, light or medium. Let's start in your warm-up. You're gonna take your feet a little bit wider than your hips, your hands are on your hips, and start circling your leg. Getting that knee up as high as you can, abs in tight. Just give me a few more in this direction, waking up the hips and the legs, and then let's reverse it, going up and in. This feels a little stranger to bring it in, but it does require some core work, so you want that, you wanna feel that. Give me one more, and now let's switch, going in and out. You'll notice on your stronger leg, the one that's standing, you'll have more stability as you're doing that. Check in, notice which side is stronger than the other. Give me one more, and then reverse, up and around, up and around. Breathe. I'm a little nervous about this one because I know what I'm about to give to you, and I'm super excited. Here we go, give me one more, and relax. Your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Reach, stretch your arms up, and then reach down to the toes. Nice big stretch of the back. Stay there for a second. The girls got excited. Here we go, reach back up, and down. And again, up and down. Now some of us are tight through the back of the legs and the back. And if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. But what you want to do here is bend your knees if you can't touch the floor. So you really want to try to get down there. But you want to loosen up your back in 4, 3, 2, 1, and booty kicks. Alrighty, flexing your foot. This is stretching out your quads and your hip flexors and your legs. I'd like to introduce you to my girls. Shalimar over here, she's gonna be doing the modified, and Giovanna back here is gonna be doing the more advanced. So wherever you're at today, I've got you covered. You ready to rock and roll? All right, let's go into plie. Heels together, toes apart, hands on your hips, chest high. You're gonna plie down. On the way up, lift the heels up, give me a calf raise. Plie down, up, lift. This is just warming up those calves and your ankles. So for those of you who are gonna jump, you wanna make sure you do this. This is really important. You got it? Give me 2 more. Down. Let's do 1 more. And last one. And relax. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Arms are extended forward. You're gonna lift one knee up and open out to that knee. Open. This is waking up the chest and the torso and loosening up your glutes and your hips. Breathe. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I love this move, I don't know why. It always makes me laugh. In 3, 2, last one, and finish with jumping jacks. Let's go. Set your intention. We're gonna get to work. Stay with me, go. 5, 4, hey, 3, go 2, last one. All right, it's time, my friends. Grab your KICHGO band. You're gonna step into that band. You wanna take it just above your knees. So from here, you'll notice you're gonna feel like you're tightly in there, and that's how you wanna feel. You're gonna start with your feet a little bit wider than your hips, hands on your hips, chest up, shoulders back, and let's squat down and up. Good, all right. Let's check in with form right away. Very important move. This is a simple move. You see it all the time, but one of the most effective. You want to keep your chest up and open, your abs pulled in tight. When you sit down, you're picturing like you're sitting into a chair. So you're sitting backwards, driving through the heel, coming to stand. Woo! I'm already feeling those legs. You'll notice that with that band on there, it's already getting a little extra resistance. Stay with me, chest open. How low can you go? Last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold down. Stay there. Abs in, drive the energy back towards the heels, and just give me 10 little pulses out. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to stand. Take a little break. Notice your heart rate went up. Maybe time to grab some water. We're gonna go into plyometric jumps with this band on. All right, if you know you can't jump, I want you to stick with Shalimar back here. You ready? Let's do it, and go, jumping. Chest is up, arms pull back for opposition. Pull your abs in. I need you to keep going. I want you to check in with form. Most important thing here, when you land toe, ball, heel, toe, ball, heel. And you are, just like your regular squat, trying to get your booty as low as you can to then explode up off that floor. Good. For the last 20 seconds, I'm gonna have Shalimar hold this down, so those of you who aren't jumping, you're gonna do this and give me just little pulses up and down. Drive back through the heels. This is your last 10 seconds. See if you can pick up the pace. Go. Push. You got this at home. You're doing great. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little side step. Take that moment. Breathe. Ooh, check in with your breath. It's not easy. It's hard, but it's worth it. Okay? Stay with me. I've got you. Next up, sumo flare. This is probably one of my favorite moves. So, with your feet together to start, you're gonna open out and back with your toes turned out, sitting back, and then maybe give it a little flare with your hands. Bring it in and go to the other side. Hey, how you feeling today? Fantastic. And let's do it again. You got this. If you're feeling silly with those hands, just keep your hands on your hips. I just find that the opening of the hands allows your feet to do the same. You got it. Now, those of you who are in the mood to jump, follow me. You ready? And down, up, down. So you're still going back at that diagonal. Your toes are still opening out. You're just sitting that booty low. Keep your chest high. I need you to keep going. You have 15 seconds on the clock. If you can't touch the floor, don't worry about it. You will eventually. You're gonna get stronger. This is your last 10 seconds. Bring it home. Come on. Push. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, you did. Wow. Side step. Keep it going. Catch your breath. You good? Yeah. You're always good. Remember, moving your body like this is a privilege. Okay? You got this. Next up, we have a side step, touchdown. Feet are together. You're gonna reach down, tap the floor, squeeze it in, alternate, go. Up, down. Now Giovanna's gonna take it even harder by showing me the jumping version, the plyometrics. You got it. Chest up, low in the butt. Are you losing that form with your squats? It's the same here, you guys. Get low. If you're not jumping, you land into the heel, drive up to the heel. Landing toe ball heel if you're jumping. Touch that floor. You got this. I'm gonna join her. Yeah, let's do it. Whoop. And for those of you that need a little bit more fire, pick up the pace. Go. Squeeze down. Squeeze down. Keep that chest up for me. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Side step. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice if you were holding on to it. Breathe. Next up is hopscotch. I like this one. It's 1 big hop forward, 2 small hops back. Follow Shalimar if you don't want to hop today. You ready? Let's go. Legs a little bit wider than your hips. Big hop forward. Hi. 2 hops back. Go. Big hop forward. 2 hops back. As you hop forward, land softly. Toe ball heel. I should barely be able to hear you. And as you go backwards, you're gonna feel the back of those legs working. Wow. Hi, legs. There you are. Stay with me. Heighten and tighten those legs. Keep going for me. Good. Keeping that chest up, low. It's right about now that you're gonna wanna stop. This is where you say, I need to override that thought. I'm gonna keep going because I'm worth it. You can do it. Beautiful, Shalimar. You have 15 seconds on the clock. Stay strong for me. Big jump forward. 2 hops back. Give me 2 more jumps to finish. Hello, last one. Big jump, 2 hops back. Side step. Maybe grab some water if you need it. Otherwise, just keep the flow like this. We're gonna go for what's called now back kicks. From here, your feet are hip width apart, hands on the hips, bent knees slightly pitched forward, simply kicking each leg back. Squeeze the butt, squeeze. So that was a lot of outer thigh work. So now we're getting the major muscle here, that gluteus maximus, as you kick it. You can point or flex your foot, that is up to you. The goal really is to not is to not lean too far forward and to round. You wanna keep your chest open as you isolate in those glutes. Woo, anybody feeling their legs yet? Anybody out there? This band really does the trick. It really does. This is your last 10. Woo, take it home. Maybe pick up the pace. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. I want you to come down to the floor. You're gonna come into a plank position. Shoulders are right over your wrists. Wrists are shoulder width apart. Jump your legs out and together. Go, out and together. Now you'll notice my knees are soft. My butt stays in line with my shoulders. It's not all the way up here, and it's certainly not lower. Keep going for me. I love what Shalimar is doing. For those of you that are really out of breath, you're finding this really difficult, this is a great modification. You're still gonna get the work of the legs. Notice she's extending the legs, squeezing the outer thigh. She's keeping her hips stable. You have 20 seconds to go. And Giovanna over here, she's gonna keep her butt a little bit more still. So those of you at home, watch that. Pull up into your lower abs, knees stay soft. Almost there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, rest your knees down. Take a moment, circle out your wrists. We have one more thing here on our hands with this band, and then we take the band off. Next up, you're gonna come back to your plank. Hands are shoulder width, shoulders right over your wrists. Feet are hip width. You're gonna kick one leg up at a time. Let's go. Kick, kick. Now, normally in this move, you're thinking, how high can I get my leg? Don't worry about it. Focus more on the small intricacy of the movement. Keep going for me. As you're lifting the leg, you're squeezing the butt and you're stretching it. You also want to make sure that your hips stay completely stable. Whether you're on your knees or off your knees, you're still going to get the work there in the core, even the arms and the butt. This is your last 10 seconds. Maybe connect to your breath more. Do not give up on me. You've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax it down. Whew. Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna take those bands off, those gorgeous KICHGO bands, and you wanna put them away for now, as we now transition to using your KICHGO band with the ankle straps. So, form is very important here. How you put these on are very important. So we are gonna start with your right leg. You want the KICHGO part of the band facing outward. As you wrap it around your ankle, pull it through, and then tighten it up. And that tightening is gonna look different on everybody. The blue band is the harder one. If you know that you're a little tired through the glutes, you might wanna go with the lighter one, with the yellow. Let's come onto your hands and your knees. So your arms are now the anchor for the band. If my right foot is the one that's hooked on, you're gonna take your right hand, you're gonna hook your thumb underneath it, and then anchor it to the floor. Then with your other hand, you're gonna place it on top for extra protection. So you should feel pretty solid there. You should already feel some resistance in your right leg. You're gonna extend it straight back behind you with your abs in tight and start kicking the leg up and down. And begin. So now we're in this focus work. The cardio part is done. We're just isolating. As you lift the leg, notice that my foot is flexed. I'm riding and rising up through my heel. I squeeze my butt at the top. Do me a favor, keep going. You want to keep energy mainly on the right side. So you're going to lean into your right arm. Your lower abs are pulled in and up. And as you lift the leg, you're really lengthening out of that leg. Shoulders pulled down. You have about 5 seconds here. On this next one, hold it up. Stay there, let me join you, and little baby pulses. Up, squeeze, up, squeeze. It's a tiny movement. Instead of leading with your heel, lead from your glutes. Squeeze your butt to lift the leg. Pull into your lower abs, and keep going for me. It's gonna look different on everybody. Some people's legs are gonna be a little lower, some are higher, but I want you to try to get it up a little bit more. Shalimar, take it up for me. See? You can do this. You have 10 seconds left. Little tiny isolation. Finish it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop the leg down. You're now gonna take that same leg and just take it slightly out to the side. So it's outside of the hip, maybe even if you have a mat, outside of the mat, and rotate your hips slightly open. Pointing your toes, lift the leg up and down. Squeeze and down. Now everybody has different flexibility of their hips. If I was a dancer, my leg would be going really high. It doesn't matter where you feel it. When you feel it, that's good enough for you, right? You're still gonna get that same work. When you lift the leg, I want you to think about that outer thigh. You're pinching the muscle, squeezing it as you lift, stretching it out of your hips. Whew, breathing. I'm feeling this a lot. You got this. Last 10 seconds and preparing for those pulses. Stretch up and out. Feel what's working there. I want you to give me one more. Hold it at the top and little baby pulses. Up, squeeze. Up, squeeze. It's not about going fast. Keep it slow, keep it controlled, and notice in your body if the whole part of your body's starting to shake. Isolating your leg, nothing else moves. Can you stretch up a little bit higher for me? Point your toes a little bit more for me. Beautiful. Lean into your right arm. You have 10 seconds to go. I know you're feeling it. I'm gonna drive into the right arm. Can you lift the leg up a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Oh. Now you're gonna keep that band on that same leg, but you're now gonna come to lie down onto your left side. From here, you come all the way down onto your left elbow, so the band's on your right foot. And again, your hands are your anchor. So you want to anchor it down. The farther you are on the band, the harder. So you can test that out. Your knees are tucked into your body with your heels pulled out in line with your knees. Your hips are stacked, top hip on top of the bottom, abs in tight, and you're gonna donkey kick it out. Big push through the heel. Again, this is so much about intention. You can kind of think about other things and just push the leg, or you can actually think about your butt and you'll notice your body will kick in a lot more. You're gonna squeeze as you drive through that heel. You got it. Now, if you can and you're thinking about it strong, start to pick up that pace a little bit more. Whew. Are you feeling this at home? Because I really am. And it feels so good. This is one of these things in life. We think about our butt a lot. We can't ever see it. So it's kind of funny that you think about it a lot, but now I'm taking care of it, so you don't have to think about it. Here we go. Last one. I want you to hold it out. You're gonna go for a tiny bend push. Tiny bend push. Little baby motion. An image that works for me on this one is I think that there's an elevator button right next to my heel, and I'm pushing, trying to touch that elevator button. So to get there, I have to really stretch from my hip, stretch through my quad, reach through that heel, and squeeze that outer thigh. You only have 10 seconds left. You got this. Woo! I'm feeling that burn. In 4, 3, 2, I want you to hold it. Pulse up and down. Whoa. Just finish it here. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Now, keeping that same strap on, the right leg, you're gonna come to lie down onto your back. So from here, your left leg is gonna be bent, so we're working the other leg. You're gonna hold on to the band with your right hand, anchoring your elbow to the mat, so your elbow never leaves the mat. The left arm is down by your side, flex your top foot, abs in tight, and lift your hips up, and then drop. Exhale, lift, and drop. So your left leg is really working now, giving that right leg a little bit of a break. But the cool thing about this band is it's actually giving your left leg a little bit more resistance. It has to struggle a little bit more to get those hips up. So you'll feel the whole back of that leg working and maybe even your lower abs a little bit. Woo! You know, when I was creating this routine, I forgot that I had to talk throughout the whole thing. And maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more before I gave it to you. On this last one, I want you to hold it up and you're gonna pulse. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that concludes the right side. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna take your band off, switch. What if I was like, here, come back tomorrow, we'll do the other side? That would be only funny for me, not for you. Okay, so we're gonna come back onto your hands and your knees. The band should now be on your left. And just to check in, because remember, safety is of utmost importance here, you wanna make sure that you hook your left thumb underneath the band, you place your hand onto the mat, and then your opposite hand, your right hand, is on top of it for safety. The left leg is then extended back, abs in tight, and start to kick the leg up and down. Begin. Big exhale. You got it. So keep going for me. You know, I was just thinking, we don't like to do something twice, especially when the first one's really, really hard. But the great thing about doing something a second time is now you're mastering it. And now you know what you're doing. And now you know how it's supposed to feel. So get to that place faster, right? Tailbone is slightly under. We're pulling up in the abs. We're lengthening out of that leg. You have 10 seconds left. You got this. Lift out of your shoulders, shoulders down the back. You're pinching your triceps into the bone. And on this next one, I want you to hold it up and go for little pulses. Up, squeeze, up, squeeze. And again, that lift is gonna look different on everybody. For some people, it's gonna be a little bit higher, some people lower. But what you don't want is to be sinking into your lower back. Did you see that difference? Did you feel that difference? Good. Make sure to check in with your core at home. Again, lean in towards your left arm, right? The left leg is lifting. We want to stay centered in the body. This is a form of a plank. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the leg down. Now don't change your hands at all because we got it anchored. Take that leg out to the side. So it's outside of the hip is open, toes are pointed, abs pulled in and up as you kick the leg up and down. Here, you're thinking stretching out of the leg, squeezing the outer thigh. Keep going for me. The tendency in this move is to drop into the arms because you're trying to get the leg up so high. I don't care how high you get, okay? I want you to be your best you. What you want to feel is strong arms. Lean again into that left arm. And I'm gonna take your leg out a little bit wider to the left. Try that at home. If you start to pull it back in, tailbone is under again. We're just gonna drop through those lower abs. You have 5 seconds here. You ready for the pulses, ladies? And hold this up and pulse. Little squeezes at the top. Imagine as though I am pinching your outer thigh. Now, I'm not gonna do it because that's an invasion of privacy. Although you do have me in your home right now and I really appreciate it. So keep going. Straighten out those arms for me strong, lean to the left, pull up into the abs, and I sure hope you're breathing because you have 10 seconds left. And if you stop breathing, things start to get really weird. You have 3, 2, 1, and relax the leg down. Lie down onto your right side, bending the arm, resting on the elbow. Remember, you anchor with your top arm, top leg lifts up, knees are tucked into your body, and we push. Yo! I love this one. Now think about all the work you've done in this routine. We were jumping, we were running around, and now I have you on your side. Doesn't that feel good? Something you could be doing on your couch, but I don't do it on your couch. Just don't. Because you don't have a flat surface, and you need that flat surface to check in with your core. You want to feel your abs pulling in tight. You're going to feel that drive through the heel. Everything should feel stable except that leg moving in and out. And you'll notice maybe your left leg is a little weaker than your right. Maybe. And that's okay. Just breathe. You have 5 seconds left. In 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold the legs straight. Tiny bend of the knee push. Tiny bend of the knee push. So remember that elevator button? Find it again. Reach. I don't know why I think it's effective to think of that elevator button, because when are you in an elevator lying on your side? But, just in case, get it. Hit that button. Woo. Can you get the leg up a little bit above your hip? Make sure that leg is slightly in front of your hip. Your hips should still be stable. Top hip right over bottom. You only have 4 seconds here. In 3, 2, hold it straight, and little leg lifts up and down. Just to tap it off a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lie down onto your back for me. So now, again, you want to make sure that that left leg is up with the elbow anchored down. It's not allowed to leave the floor. The top leg is flexed, bottom leg is bent, hands down by your side. That right arm, lift the hips up and down, up and down. Now, some of us are gonna be able to get higher. Just do the best you can. One leg is always stronger than the other. For me, this is my stronger side. I'm holding on tight to that band for protection, and I squeeze my butt at the top, right where the hamstring and the butt meet. Woohoo! Drive through that heel. And that top heel, imagine I was pushing up into the floor. 10 seconds. We're gonna pulse it out. Ready? Last one, hold it up and pulse. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Come on up. You're gonna take off that ankle strap. Great work. Doesn't that just give it a little bit more oomph? You did wonderful. I wanna blast this out now because, well, it's me we're talking about. And we're gonna use the ball. We're gonna do a 30-second blast on each leg. You're gonna place your KICHGO ball behind your left leg. Your hands are shoulder width apart, shoulders right over your wrists. Your left leg is down, and for 30 seconds, as fast as you can, go. Push it up and down. Keep going for me. I need to check in with your form. This is really important. Many of you may have lost the ball already. You have to squeeze it, okay? That is really important. That gets your hamstrings and your glute just a little bit more. Even though you're squeezing the ball, this is your own body weight. It's gonna give you a nice tighten and tone there. Pull up into your abs. 10 seconds. What are you fighting for? Get that leg up. Push through. Lean into your left arm. You have 4, 3, 2, 5-second transition to get to the other side. No break. Here we go. See, sometimes we lose our balls. You ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and kick it up. Up and down. Stay centered, stay strong, kick it. Yep, squeeze that ball. Stay stable in your abs. I don't want to see you rocking forward and back. Breathe through. This is the capper. We stretch after this. You got it. It's 10 seconds on the clock. Almost there. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and you did it. Well done. Let's stretch. Coming to the back of your mat, I want you to take your right leg and bring it forward. Straight leg. Hands are onto the floor. You want your hips to be squared, pulling your left hip forward, right leg back. And when we're gonna point and flex your foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. And what this does is gives you a little more stretch of the ankle, the back of the leg, the calf muscle, the hamstring, all that. Give me one more. And then hold the flex as you drop your forehead towards your knee. Breathing, relaxing. I want you then to bend into your front leg, coming into a low lunge, your back knee still on the mat. You want to check in with your front knee, make sure it's right over your ankle, and then bring your hands up to that front knee, pushing the knee away. Chest up, lower abs pulled in, inner thighs slightly squeezing in towards each other to get a little bit more stretch to the front of the body. Take your left arm up to the sky, reach it up and over to the right. Come back to center, lift up and back, tilting, and then bring your hands to the floor. Switching legs. Bring the right leg back, left leg forward for a hamstring stretch. Hips squared, right hip forward, left hip back, and point and flex your foot. Notice how your body feels right now, or maybe just notice how your mood has changed in this. Simply moving your body this way, getting your heart rate up, getting the blood flow, completely changes the thoughts that go on. Pay attention to that. It's important. Hold the flex, drop forehead to knee, and then bend the front knee coming into your low lunge. Again, making sure that knee is right over the ankle, and then you bring your hands up to your knee. Push your knee away to stretch out the front of the leg and the abs. Take your right arm up and reach up and over to the left. Come back to center, lift up and back to stretch out a little bit more, And then bring your hands to the floor. Bring that knee back. Come to sit. Soles of your feet together. I love to end in this move. It feels like I'm centering myself, but I'm still open. So the world, chest is up. Take a big inhale, exhale, bow. Bow in gratitude, in humility that you were able to do that. Because as I mentioned before, remember, working out is a privilege. And then come on up, sitting cross-legged or whatever feels comfortable. Let's take 3 big breaths together, opening your arms up. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more, inhale up and exhale down. Last one, inhale up, hold it up there. Palms come together, exhale, hands to heart. I am so proud of you. Thank you for working out with me. Well done. See you next time.